first initial feeling, special knowledge holds true, bears believing. I turned around and the water was closing all around, like a glove, like the love that had finally found me. And I knew in the crystalline knowledge of you drove me through the mountain, through the crystal like a clear water fountain, and drove me like a magnet to the sea, to the sea, to the sea. How the faces of love change, turning the pages, and I have changed. Oh, but you remain ageless. I turned around and the water was closing all around, like a glove, like the love that had finally found me. And I knew in the crystalline knowledge of you drove me through.
Okay, let's start. Thank you, Dave. And if there's tears, you're just going to have to
Dave,
bear
can you
with
butter my
me.
butter?
Just a little bit.
Can you butter my roll? I'm filming.
So you're going to have to bear with me if I take all evening to toast Kimberly and Hale. I don't think it'll take all evening, but it just might. It feels like yesterday she was small enough to hold my hand everywhere we went. And now she's sitting here beginning a whole new life with someone wonderful and someone that we love having part of our family. We're very proud of both of you. As many of you know, Kimberly and Hale have a lot in common, and we're going to talk about that this evening. But many of you may not know that both Kimberly and Hale share an Irish heritage. Okay, there is no doubt that Kimberly and Hale love each other. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. Love is a feeling that is often very hard to explain, as it means different things to different people. You may love your dog, your cats. You may love your brother, your sister. You may love the house that you live in. It means different things to different people. And with the Irish, it means something totally different. In Gaelic, they say, Tagra Agundua. It literally means I have a love for you. But it goes deeper than that. When this phrase is used, it means that I am devoted to you, that I'm loyal to you, and that I have a deep affection for you. That is what I believe Kimberly and Hale. And I'm excited to welcome Hale into our family. So here's Kimberly and Hale. I'm not asking you to repeat it, but Tagram Agam Guet. There you go. Cheers. Kimberly has always been many things. I think her mom would support me in this. Beautiful, smart, and incredibly determined. And I mean determined in the best possible way. When she sets her mind to something, it happens. Just like the first time I took her fishing. You remember this?
Yeah.
We were down fishing. I was teaching her brother how to cast a line. Kimberly obviously wanted to do this too. She's 5 or 6 years old, right? She says, I can do it, I'm going to do it myself. So I proceeded to hand her the rod and let her throw that line out. The next thing we hear is her screaming, top of her lung, as a lure or a hook is buried in the back of her head. Very determined. She wanted to do it herself. Well, her mom ended up taking her to the emergency room to get that hook taken out of her head. From that day forward, she was known as Captain. She was previously known as Crash, because Kimber, I don't know how many times we wound up at the emergency with her, and then we ended up having Crash too. But anyway, her determination is what made her a great elementary school teacher. She just doesn't teach children lessons from a curriculum. She helps share who they become with patience, compassion, and a whole lot of heart. She gets countless emails from parents over the years thanking her for how she has impacted their kids. Watching her grow into the person she is today has been one of the greatest privileges of my life. I don't do it for thee. And then along came David. Although I learned quickly that everyone calls him Hale, from the beginning what stood out about Hale was his kindness. He's thoughtful, steady, and quietly funny in a way that sneaks up on me. As an English professor, he clearly understands the power of words, but what matters even more is how he lives them. He treats Kimberly with respect, warmth, and genuine love, devotion, and all that a parent can hope for from someone joining the family. Thank you. What makes the two of them special together, and I thought about this a lot, is how perfectly they complement each other. Perfect. Kimberly brings determination and energy. Hale brings calm, wisdom, and humor. One teaches young minds how to begin their journeys. The other teaches older minds how to think more deeply. And together they create a partnership built on learning, patience, and understanding. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Marriage isn't about perfection. Just talk to me a little bit about that. It's about choosing each other again and again and again every single day, on easy days and challenging ones. It's about laughing often, listening carefully, forgiving quickly, and never, ever forgetting why you chose each other. Kimberly and Hale, my wish is simple for you. May your home always be filled with laughter, curiosity, kindness, and love. May you continue to learn from each other, support each other's dreams, and face each chapter of your life as true partners. Please join me in raising a glass for Kimberly and Hale to love, to laughter, and a lifetime of happiness together. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Here comes the Uber driver.
Keep it going. We got many titles.
Concierge.
And I didn't pay for any of this, so I won't make it long. I won't keep you here all night. Just give me a moment to get some notes here. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. I'm so sorry. That was just in case Dylan. I got to scroll to a different notepad. But seriously, it's really special to have everyone here tonight to celebrate Kimberly and Hale. Kimberly, you're beautiful tonight. Your hair is fantastic. You did a great job. Seeing your beautiful head of hair throws me back to the just trying to help mom out, I'm sure, but I went about it the wrong way. And I understand that. The toilet is no place. Okay, so I don't think we did that again. But for those of you who don't know, Kimberly and I are about 21 months apart. And I've always been thankful that we basically had a built-in playmate and a best friend for much of our lives. And, whether that came out in washing hair in the toilet or playing Barbies, taking them on a road trip, and every now and then, they might just get into a fiery car accident and then I just throw them down the stairs. Had to add a little, right? Or what else? Choreographing NSYNC music videos and Backstreet Boys. Oh yeah, I'm sure we still have.
There's some great home videos.
Just great times, and I'm so proud of the woman that you've become. You're kind, determined, headstrong. Determined already came up, but headstrong, and I mean that in the best way possible. It's a total compliment. Hale, it's good to have you in the family. I love you. And my sister made a beautiful choice here, and I see how you care for Kimberly and how you put her first in your decisions. I, as her big brother, appreciate that. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to meet you in person until after y'all were engaged. So, I didn't have much say. But I'm very honored to have you here today. I know the long-awaited points that we were wanting to hit on tonight were Will's advice for marriage. I withheld those last night. Nothing too profound, okay? But Eileen gave y'all some that apply to us well, yesterday. But in addition to those, I would say be each other's biggest fan every single day. And my dad did touch on this one. Laugh a lot. That's something that we do together every single day. And it's a great reset. Laughter's the best medicine. Marriage is not always easy, but I can tell you that this is the happiest season of my life, and I'm excited to see y'all embark on that. Cheers.